position. I've aborted it for about 2 years now. Usually it's about 3 other guys standing up here. You see, it's only 1 tonight. They set me up. Okay, so we're gonna get through this, but just give me about 30 more of your minutes. Got a whole photo stuff. Just joking. But I do have about 3 different things that I want to cover. The first thing being, at the beginning of the section, and prayer was asked. It was asked for a gentleman by the name of Willie J. Mitchell. Seniors, the juniors, you probably remember Willie J. Mitchell as being the guy that would drive to your practice every day, park his brown car in a certain area every day, and watch you practice. At the end of practice, he may have words of wisdom. He may talk to you in the locker room, but let me tell you something. He was a dedicated Tiger fan. Okay, Mr. Mitchell, here in this town, he stood for a lot. For me, he was a mentor. As a kid, I used to work at a service station. Okay, he also taught me that I did not want to be a bricklayer. I worked with him one time and never went back again. But he owned a business, he owned some businesses. Also, he was a TSSAA official. So he called a lot of football games. He was also a coach. He was a city councilman, and he done a lot of things for the city of Lewisburg, who will be sadly missed. Okay, Mr. Mitchell will. But let me tell you something. An example of Tiger pride was Mr. Willie J. Mitchell. Okay, the second thing that I want to talk about. When you seniors first started playing Marshall County football, that was a task that was put before you. We wanted you to help us do about 4 different things. We wanted you to bring back Tiger pride. We wanted you to help us restore the roar. We wanted you to help younger guys as they were growing up in this community to wear something, and that was once a Tiger, always a Tiger. And then the last thing that I want to tell you about, we told you we wanted you to leave a mark. Y'all did not fail us. Everything we asked for, you have said it. You have done it for us. Congratulations. Love all you guys. The next thing is that when spring practice started, you set a goal. You remember what that goal was. It was very high. It was a high standard for any high school football athletic program. Is that you wanted to be something. You wanted to be a state champion. Fellas, you made a run at it, and that standard is still set for any football team to follow behind you now. And it will be done. We love you, we thank you. You have done so much for our community in bringing back those things for us. The last thing, I'm here to present an award, believe it or not. I don't think Coach Osteen knew that I was going to get up here and do all this. But let me tell you something, Julie would have told you, one thing you don't want to do is that you don't want to put me at a microphone. I don't talk very much, but it seems like this thing right here does something to me. The award that I'm here to present tonight. I'm here to present an award called the Bob Smart Award. Most of you here knew who Bob Smart was. He was the owner of Waxo Radio and TV. Bob done so much for this town, this city. He done so much for Marshall County in general. I don't care if it's sports or whatever. Bob was a guy that would do so much with his radio station and just anything that you asked him to do. If there was something that was needed, if there was a fire, if there was a tragedy or anything like that, Bob Smart was the guy on the spot. He would help out any way he could. When it comes to Marshall County sports, from one end of the county to the other end, Bob Smart was the person that you needed to do auctions. if you need to raise money some other way, anything like that, you go see Bob, and Bob would make sure it got done. Bob was, he was such an asset to this community. Well, on Friday nights, I was privileged to be a part of the broadcast crew for Waxo Radio TV. Troy Cashin, Ronnie Robinson, Greg Bradley, Nova Mays, Keith Wiles, myself, and sometimes my brother Curtis. It all depends on if you want to walk up to the booth or not. But anyway, that was such a privilege and an honor. I think last year some of you heard Troy talk about our times in the broadcast booth, is that you could only hear what was going on over the radio, but you did not get to see exactly what was going on up there in the booth. We had so much fun going to the football games, coming home from the football games, doing the broadcast. We had a lot of fun. Well, for those of you who can remember Bob, this award, pound for pound, you think about Bob, there was a lot of pounds there. So he was quite a heavy guy. But I'm going to go ahead and present this award. This award has nothing to do with size as far as weight goes. It has nothing to do with that. I'm going to read the award and then we'll present it to the person. Okay, the Bob Smart Pound for Pound Award for being able to exceed not only through your physical abilities, but also the size of your heart. The 2016-2017 MCH Tiger Bob Smart Pound for Pound Award goes to number 18, Jackson Boyd.